Leo Fisher, my God. Thank you for the super chat. How very generous of you, Leo. Debate 1980s Charlton Heston versus Richard Dreyfuss. Heston said he admired Dreyfuss for thinking through his positions. Now Dreyfuss says Oscar inclusion rules make him vomit.
I saw that.
Bravo, Mr. Dreyfuss, a thinking leftist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is
This
ridiculous.
inclusion shit.
That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's. Oh my lord.
Nobody wants.
Ridiculous.
It's so creatively stifling to be
Yes.
told you have to do anything, whether it's the right thing to do or not.
Well, and it's offensive. Why would you want to get a job because somebody like had some DEI rule?
Yeah, I know.
You know, like that's offensive. I would like to get the job because I'm talented, not because you have to meet a quota.
But
Yeah,
I think
that's
there's
weird.
some people who can convince themselves that they got it because they were talented, not because of.
They know
oh,
deep down they didn't.
No,
I hope
they
so.
But did you see the Egypt? The people were pissed because they made Cleopatra like black.
Cleo
and
Black.
they were like pissed, like, no, you're not going to do this to our culture. Like, she's not black. It was like a big deal. They were really pissed.
Let me pull it up. I think I heard that it did horribly on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm like, dude, you pissed off the culture. Like, you're always talking about don't disrespect cultures. And meanwhile, like, you are. And then they said nothing, pretty much. Like, just blew it off. Like, oh, fuck them Egyptians. We're going to do what we want. Like, okay.
Damn Egyptians.
Well, like, I don't care about like a black Ariel. Whatever, do your
No, I
thing.
don't
But like,
either.
that's historical. Like, Cleopatra, that's
Yeah,
a historic
it's
figure. There should be
stupid.
some continuity there. Silly.
Why Egyptians are alleging racism over new Netflix show Queen Cleopatra. Here's all you need to know. Netflix new documentary Queen Cleopatra, which revolves around the life of ancient Egypt's renowned queen. I mean, it's queen. Queen is in her name. So, I mean, why can't she be black? Sparked controversies. The
That's
docudrama in which Cleopatra is portrayed by a black woman was released on May 10th. I mean, none of this surprises me. Everything is black now. No white people are angry. The controversy was sparked because of the casting choices by the makers. This has resulted in Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities. I thought it said antiques. To criticize Netflix for selecting Adele James, who has African features and dark skin and is biracial, and releasing a lengthy statement emphasizing that Queen Cleopatra had light skin and Hellenistic Greek features. Do you think that matters? That doesn't matter.
No.
Accuracy
I mean,
is
I
not
don't know.
something
People always say like
you
Jesus
care
is
about.
like Middle Eastern and shit. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. Fuck, I didn't see him. I don't know. I don't know what he looks like for real. Like, we didn't live back then. There's no cameras. Like, I don't know.
True.
I have no clue. I have no idea.
Maybe there was cameras though. They might have had ancient alien technology.
Yeah.
True story.
They could have had like some weird Photoshop. Who knows, man?
Queen Cleopatra, or one of those like oatmeal box cameras with like the long exposure. We did that in middle school. Queen Cleopatra, produced by Jada Pinkett Smith, stars British actor Adele James as Queen Cleopatra, who has dark skin. For the uninitiated, Cleopatra VII, is that what that says? Who was the final monarch of the Ptolemaic dynasty, ruled Egypt between the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BCE and its annexation by Rome in 30 BCE.
I am not at all surprised that Jada Pinkett Smith is involved.
Yeah,
Right.
of course she is.
Meanwhile, Queen Cleopatra's director, Tina Garavi, broke the silence and hit back at criticism. As per Variety, she wrote, I remember as a kid seeing Elizabeth Taylor play Cleopatra. I was captivated. Even then, I wished she was more black. No, I felt the image was not right. Was her skin really that white? With this new production, I could find the answers about Cleopatra's heritage and release her from the stranglehold that Hollywood has placed on her. And it's just now that there's a different stranglehold on the image.
Yeah.
Doing the research, I realized what a political act it would be to see Cleopatra portrayed by a black actress. For me, no, get over yourself. What you're doing is really not that important. Calm down. For me, the idea that people had gotten it so incredibly wrong before, historically, from Theda Bara to Monica Bellucci, and recently with Angelina Jolie and Gal Gadot in the running to play her, meant, they would have been great, meant we had to get it even more right. The hunt was on to find the right performer to bring Cleopatra into the 21st century. Yes, that's what we did to do with our old historical dead figures, is bring them into the modern world and update them. She questioned people's obsession to see Cleopatra white. No one is obsessed with seeing her white. People just care about historical accuracy.
Yeah.
What are we going to make Martin Luther King white? That would never fly.
That will never happen.
Well, I mean, they always make her hot, but they were saying like her face was actually, she wasn't that hot. Like what people make her out to be. Like they did like a mask, like a death mask or some weird thing on AI. And like they said, she's not as hot as they portray her at any point. So, I mean, she could be butt ugly too. Who cares what color she is? Like who?
Right, exactly. Now do Malcolm X starring John Cena. Exactly. As long as we can have equality in the race swapping.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Why does Hollywood act like they're doing profound things? Like you're just taking shit and remaking it. You're not doing anything new or inventive. Like you're not like some prophets like fucking Leonardo da Vinci over here. Like you guys suck.
You're
like you
just
make
taking
dumb
an
shit.
existing franchise or film and putting it in blackface. That's all you're doing.
Like they don't even give black people new stuff. They just regurgitate white shit and just put a black person in it. Like, oh, here you go. You're not good enough to get anything written for you or anything. So just take this old white shit.
You think people see this and go, wow, thank you. I feel like it's almost like they don't think very much of them to think that that'll be enough.
Like they won't even write anything new or anything. They're like, yeah, just do this white thing. Like, oh, okay. Like, what the fuck? Who cares? So dumb. They should be insulted, if anything. Like, write new good characters for black people. Don't give them old white people. Like, here, be this white person.
Why shouldn't Cleopatra be a melanated sister? Because she wasn't. And why do some people need Cleopatra to be white? Because she was. Her proximity to whiteness seems to give her value. No, that's you saying that. You are putting that on it. We are not putting that on this. You are the people who associate whiteness with value. Nobody else is doing that.
There's plenty of great black historical characters to write about and to tell stories about. There's plenty of them. You don't need to. This is it's just dumb.
Hitting so back at the Blacklash. The director mentioned, while shooting, I became the target of a huge online hate campaign. Egyptians accused me of blackwashing because that's what you're doing and stealing their history. Some threatened to ruin my career, which I wanted to, no, she can do that her own self, which I wanted to tell them was laughable. I was ruining it very well for myself. Thank you very much. Well, that's literally what I said. No amount of reasoning or reminders that Arab invasions had not yet happened in Cleopatra's age seemed to stem from the tide of ridiculous comments. Adele said, if you don't like the casting, don't watch the show. Oh, and people won't.
And we won't. I won't. I wouldn't anyway.
I think if they were going to do it, they should have did it in the same way that they used to do like Blackula or like Black Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You know, like
wait, is Blackula a real thing?
Have you never seen Blackula?
Yeah.
Blackula. I will suck your blood.
It was good. It's just Dracula, but he's like really black.
What does Blackula do? Instead of like sucking your blood, he curb stomps your head.
And then he drinks it out of a pimp cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually good. Like unironically, like the blaxploitation films, they're really good.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.